Hi, my incredible audience. How are things rolling today? Oh, I'll tell you what's buzzing right now: the murmurs, the sidelong glances, the plastered smiles that can barely mask their disbelief. They're shaken, aren't they? And why wouldn't they be? You've disrupted the story they wrote about you. You were their comfort zone, predictable, easy to pin down, even easier to overlook. But now you're chaos. You've obliterated the narrative, and they're scrambling to make sense of it. The beauty of this transformation: it wasn't for them. You didn't change to earn their claps or bask in their approval. No, you changed because that weak, watered-down version of you had no place in your future. That version? It had to die. The person you were was holding you back, chaining you to mediocrity. You had to rise scarred, fierce, unrelenting. But don't let anyone get it twisted. This wasn't some picturesque, soft-focus makeover. This was a war. You went to battle with the darkest parts of your soul. You stared your fears in the face and fought until they blinked. This was raw, unfiltered survival. You didn't just rebuild yourself, you set fire to the old you and stood tall amidst the ashes. Now, those flames, they're choking on the smoke of your rise. Family? Oh, they'll be the first to recoil. They'll cling to the past like it's a lifeline, throwing out guilt and nostalgia like desperate grenades. Remember when you used to? They'll weaponize memories, trying to drag you back into the box they kept you in, the version of you that was small and safe for them. But here's the truth: they're mourning a ghost. The old you is gone, and the new you, they don't know how to process it. They've changed, they'll whisper, as if that's a bad thing. Of course you've changed. Did they think you endured hell to stay the same? Did they honestly believe you clawed your way through blood, sweat, and tears just to remain yesterday's shadow? Let them choke on their disbelief. Let them wrestle with the fact that the person they once knew no longer exists. And those friends? Oh, watch them scatter. They were perfectly content when you were lost, when you were someone they could pity, patronize, and overshadow. But now you're the subject of their late-night whispers, the embodiment of their secret envy. You're a mirror showing them what they could be if they weren't so paralyzed by fear and complacency. But let's be clear, this wasn't an easy road. They don't see the nights you couldn't sleep, the tears that felt like they'd drown you, the moments you almost quit. They don't see the strength it took to sever toxic ties, break destructive habits, and walk alone in the dark. All they see is the shine, the end result. And you know what? Let them assume it was effortless. Let them stew in their bitterness and wonder how you made it happen. They're not entitled to your story. Here's the hard truth: your transformation isn't for them. It was never about silencing their doubts or earning their respect. You didn't do this to fit into their world. You did it because the life you were living before was a betrayal of your potential. You did it because the future you envisioned demanded nothing less than a full-scale revolution of who you are. So let them criticize. Let them drag your name through the mud. Let them minimize your success or seethe with jealousy. Their opinions are irrelevant in your grand design. You owe nothing to the naysayers, the doubters, or the ones too afraid to follow their own path. This is your journey, your evolution, your rise to greatness. And if they can't handle it, well, that's their burden, not yours. Keep moving forward. Keep evolving. Keep shattering expectations and leaving mediocrity in the dust. You are the storm they never saw coming, and you're just getting started. But listen closely, this is just the beginning. You've barely scratched the surface of your potential. The fire inside you is not dying down. It's roaring louder, brighter, hotter. The world hasn't even seen the full force of what you're capable of. You're not here to meet their expectations, you're here to obliterate them. Let them keep talking. Let them stew in their disbelief and try to reduce you to a shadow of your past. But while they're wasting breath, you're out here breaking chains, leveling up, and redefining what it means to thrive. Their whispers won't stop you, their doubts won't faze you. You're already too far ahead, building a legacy they'll be forced to acknowledge one day. And the beauty of it all? You're doing this for you. Not for applause, not for validation, but for the unshakable truth that you deserve better. You've embraced the pain, faced the struggles, and transformed it all into power. You've become a force of nature, unapologetic, relentless, unstoppable. Now take a moment. Look at the ground beneath you. It's scorched with the remnants of who you used to be. Look at the path ahead. It's yours to claim, to own, to conquer. They can't stop you because they don't even understand you anymore. And that's the point. The old you would have hesitated, doubted, questioned the path forward. But not this version, not the warrior you've become. The hesitation is gone. The doubt is dead. What remains is a relentless drive, a burning hunger, an unshakable belief that you are destined for greatness. So let them watch. Let them wonder. Let them simmer in the realization that you're no longer bound by their expectations. You're free, you're fierce, and you're just getting started. The future doesn't belong to the timid. It belongs to those who dare, those who push, those who rise despite every obstacle. And you're already leagues ahead, carving a path so bold that even destiny has to step aside to let you through. This is your story, your revolution, and no one, not a single soul, gets to dictate how it ends. Keep going, keep rising, and never, ever look back. Now, let's get real. You've tasted the power of rising above. You've seen what happens when you stop asking for permission and start taking what's yours. And guess what? That's the energy you're carrying forward. No more waiting, no more hoping, no more shrinking to make others comfortable. You've stepped into a version of yourself that's too bold to ignore, too fierce to tame, and too unstoppable to contain. The road ahead won't be easy, don't expect it to be. But you're not looking for easy, you're looking for worth it. Every challenge is just another test of your grit, another opportunity to prove again and again that nothing can break you. Not the doubts, not the setbacks, not the opinions of people who wouldn't last a day in your shoes. They'll keep watching, keep whispering, keep underestimating you. Let them. Their disbelief is fuel. Their doubt is a spark. You don't need their understanding, you need their underestimation. Because that's what will make your success burn even brighter. Every step you take, every move you make, you're reminding them and yourself that you weren't built for mediocrity. Look around. The people who matter, they'll stand by you, even as the air around you changes. The rest, they'll fall away, and that's okay. Not everyone is meant to walk this path with you. Not everyone has the strength to stand beside someone who's rewriting the rules, smashing through ceilings, and creating a life so bold it intimidates the ordinary. And when you look in the mirror, you'll see the only person whose approval you ever needed. The warrior staring back isn't looking for excuses, isn't searching for shortcuts, isn't settling for good enough. You've come too far, bled too much, and grown too strong to let anyone or anything pull you backward. So keep going, keep pushing. The world hasn't seen your final act yet, and trust me, it's going to be legendary. This isn't just your rise, this is your reign. And nothing can stand in your way now.